Hello again, guys. So we're in the woods again. I've just recently, the other day, found another little track that I wanted to go explore. Was out here walking the dog and found it, so I thought we'd just go have a little look around that today. And at the same time, I just wanted to have a little bit of a rant. Well, I say rant, it's actually just something that's been happening recently that kind of amuses me, but at the same time annoys me because I don't quite understand it. So let's get going and I will tell you all about it. So, let's get through here. Oh, it's been raining a lot the last 2 days, so it's a little bit more stodgy than it otherwise would be. Right. Un momento. So, yeah, basically, this is something that's been happening to me quite a lot recently, and funny enough, it's not actually when I'm riding the bike either, it's actually something that's been happening in the car. So, let me kind of set the scene. It always happens on long, straight country roads, not the kind of narrow, windy ones, the more kind of opened up ones where you can, you know, do 60, 70. Legally, you're supposed to do 60, right? So, I'll be going along those at 60, 70, and the majority of people are quite happy just to stay behind because, you know, I'm already doing the speed limit, or just over. But there's always going to be people that overtake you. Now that in itself isn't a problem. If you've got a more powerful car you want to overtake me, or if you're a young lad and your girlfriend's just text to say she's home alone, fair enough, overtake me, get in there my son. But whenever I get overtaken on these roads, bearing in mind I'm already exceeding the speed limit, it is always, and I mean always, by a little old lady, probably between the ages of, what, 65 and 75, with grey hair and everything else. And not even the same old lady, this is different old ladies on different days, and they're always driving really, you know, they're not driving big powerful cars, they are driving like base model Fiat 500s and you know, similar sort of thing, Nissan Micras, that kind of thing. So it's always the same kind of thing, and it's just, it blows my mind just the way it happens, because they come screaming up behind you and then they get behind you for a couple of seconds and then they put their foot down and go screaming past. And I mean screaming, because let's face it, if you've got a 1.2 litre engine, you're pushing it to overtake someone at 70 miles an hour. But then you look at them, you know, you do the side look. You do the side look and you see what they look like. You see if they're looking back at you, see if they're racing you and all that kind of stuff. But no! They're just sitting there, bolt upright, all prim and proper, like nothing's going on at all, like it's just a nice casual Sunday drive, with their foot planted to the floor. And oh man, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know whether to laugh, or be slightly embarrassed, or what. I mean, what really gets me, what I really don't understand, is the reasoning. As I said before, if you're a young lad going home to the missus, fair enough. If you're late for work, fair enough. Fuck, even if you've got a more powerful car than me and you just want to go faster, fair enough. But where the hell are you going at that age, in that crappy little car, that you need to go there at 80 to 90 miles an hour? Are you that late for bingo? Is it that important? What is going on? Or tea with the other ladies? I mean, what? I mean, fuck me. I really don't understand it at all. It just completely baffles me. But oh, it is funny though, isn't it? I mean, why do you do this? No, I'm speechless. It makes no sense to me. I mean, the funny thing is I do occasionally race them as well, because, as I say, it's nearly always, I think 9 times out of 10 it's a Fiat 500, and it's always the base model. And my car is, well, is more powerful, let's put it that way. So I do occasionally wait for them to get up beside me and then put my foot down and just leave them behind, but that's not really good, is it? I mean, you know, I'm already kind of exceeding the speed limit anyway, so a little bit naughty that, a little bit naughty, but yeah, that was all it was really. So it's a really short rant, but I just kind of, well, like I say, it's more of a funny story. But it just seems to happen so much now, like so much, nearly every time I go out on this kind of road. Although actually, now I come to think of it, ironically, ironically, they don't tend to... Oh, which way do I want to go? I want to go that way. Ironically, they don't tend to try and overtake me on the bike. But this is a 125. If anyone is going to overtake me, I expect it to be when I'm on this. But it's always in the car. I mean, I don't know, does my car make people want to race it? I mean, it's a... Well, it's a hatchback, but it's not a hot hatch. It's not like a sporty looking thing, it's just a kind of like family hatchback thing, you know. Fiat Stilo 5-door. It's not like, you know, one of these pretty, you know, all specced up race things. It's like, you know, my brother's got the new Fiesta ST line. It's not like that. It doesn't look like anything like that. It's got about the same power, but it doesn't look like, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe they just take a look at me and go, that young boy needs to be taught a lesson. I'm going to whoop his ass. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I really don't know. Funny stuff. Right. I didn't find the path I was looking for. I completely missed it. So we're going to go back into the woods and... wrong gear. See if we can find it. Because I think I probably wanted to go right instead of down that other little path. Alright, where is... Nope, not yet. I'm hoping the weather holds up. It's looking a little bit like it might start raining again. That's kind of the problem. It's because like yesterday when we came to walk the dog out, when we actually left the house and came out, it was sunny. Then about 20 minutes into the walk, and we're usually walking for about an hour and a half, or an hour or whatever, but about 20 minutes into the walk, the heavens just opened and it started absolutely pissing down. We didn't actually get too wet though, to be fair. It's not too bad. Right, let's see if we can find this track, because there is actually a reason I want to go down here. Because it's actually quite a pretty little trail. It's got a I'll tell you what, it's slippery though. This bike obviously isn't designed for proper muddy trails, so I usually tend to come out into the woods when it's dry rather than when it's like this. But yeah, it'll do it, and you know, in the interest of exploring. Well, I'll tell you what, the winds we had the other day did a lot of damage. Look at this. And this is only a tiny tree. There's actually one on the other side of the woods, that a huge bloody great thing that's been blown down. La, 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 la. Right. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I'm not going through the middle of that because I will slip and slide all over the place and probably not make it. Da, 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 da. You can see where the proper dirt bikes have been through here from the tracks. As soon as it got stodgy and muddy, the guys on the KTMs were out. Oh yes. Fair play. Right, let's see if we can get it right this time, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, come on, get through the wall. Whoa, let's get muddy. Got to clean it later anyway. Dum, 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 dum. Da, 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 da. So uneven this ground as well, that's the thing. There you go, so it's dried out here. What the fuck have I come to this bit again? Where do I keep going wrong? Oh, it's because I want to be over there. How the fuck do I get over there? Okay. I think I'll leave it here. I'll pick up another day. Looks like it's going to start raining soon anyway, so I better get back. Yeah, that'll be it for this video. Just a funny little story and a bit of a piss about in the wet woods. Anyway, catch you guys again soon.